Everybody, it's me, Phuong Linh here, and today I'm going to talk about how you're spending money and if you are spending it wisely. 1. Why do you think most people spend money every day but rarely think about whether they're spending it wisely? When you spend money, mostly it's because you always do. It's like it's a normal daily habit that you do. You don't actually think about the long-term value. While you just do it out of like the cost and the emotion. And sometimes the advertising and social media also affects your how you spend your money. 2. According to the speaker, what does it really mean to be a good buyer and how is it different from simply being cheap? A good buyer actually focuses on the value and how he or she actually uses that money in a convenient, in like a good way. It's just like you focus on the value, not just like the low price that you get. And being cheap means choosing the lowest cost without actually thinking about the quality that it brings or like the importance of that subject. Then a good buyer could actually use their skills to actually benefit themselves. How do your personal values and life stage influence the way you decide what is worth paying for? Our values actually guide what we believe is important. Because, for example, a student would value affordability, while a grown up would actually look more on its benefit that it could bring. Um, as people grow older, their priorities change. So, what seems worth paying in the past could change in the future. Can you recall a purchase you made that did not truly reflect your priorities? What influenced that decision? Sometimes people just buy like trendy clothes or the gadgets that they see in social media. Like, you have a whole closet, right? But sometimes you think that that is not enough and you need to buy new clothes, new things, and you would feel better in front of other people. So, excitement and impulse could like override your logical thinking into what is like essential for your life, and you just buy it out of like emotions. How do family members, friends, or social expectations affect the way you spend money? Mostly people would want like approval from other people. Like you would want to look rich, or you would want to wear trendy clothes in front of your neighbors because you want to get approval from them. So different family members would have different feelings and opinions on like each purchases, because each person wants to get approval from like different people. So social pressure could actually push someone to spend more to like fit in into their environment. Why is it important to align with your allies before making a major purchase? When you have allies, purchasing things would be much more easier because you would be more sure on what you were choosing. You would not be thinking like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the best choice that I could make? So it creates like emotional support between like each negotiation. So this actually makes buying much easier. What might happen if you enter a negotiation without clear priorities or support from others? Well, like I just said, because it's like really important, if you enter something without negotiation, then you would feel like unsure, and um, you would be easily influenced from other things. Like, for example, you were choosing a house, and then you don't have like any allies to ask from, like your friends or your family. And then when you see another house, you would easily want to change to that one because you don't like have like someone to guide you. So this often leads to like regret after the purchase. How can preparing alternatives change the way you feel during an important financial decision? When you know that you have many options to choose from, it would always be much easier to choose because if you didn't want to choose this, then you would want to choose, and then you would have something else to choose, and you would be like more in control of the situation because it helps you think clearly instead of just like emotionally. After listening to this talk, what practical steps would you take to ensure your future spending decisions truly reflect what matters most to you? Well, first, I would have to like define my opinions, and I want to get like help from my family and friends. Second, I would actually research and prepare for my purchase, and also ask for like I would actually discuss that um, decision with my family. So I think it will be much more reliable. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.